Hi, in this video on retirement I'd like to talk about something which is very sensitive and could very easily upset some people. And I'm speaking certainly from personal experience, and I'd like to say at the very outset that I am not a doctor of medicine. I'm not a psychiatrist. I haven't studied medicine in any way, not really. I'm not qualified in the official sense to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it anyway, and it's this. As we grow older, it's quite common for people to find themselves in a mental decline of some sort. Sometimes it's known as old age senility, and people can get it at an earlier age. Onset senility or onset dementia. And then of course there's Alzheimer's, which is the more serious one, I'm led to believe. Now, I'm not going to talk about Alzheimer's. We know that people get it, and it seems to often run in families. But far as the senility part goes, how can we ward that off to the best of our ability? I think there are several ways. And from what I've been led to believe, and I feel myself very fortunate in this regard, it's remaining very fit. I don't mean super fit, not being a gym junkie, but remaining pretty healthy right throughout your lifetime and continuing to exercise, avoiding having high blood pressure and so forth, being overweight. And if, of course, you're already those things, then now's the time to start a exercise regimen. The other thing, of course, is good, wholesome food. This doesn't mean you can't have your cake, your piece of cake and your cup of coffee, or even a beer, or even a glass of wine. It doesn't mean those things. It just means don't go over the top with them. Don't sit in an armchair and watch TV all day long. Get out and do some exercises. This is all part of it. But there's more to it again than that. People often, at the very first signs of forgetfulness, start talking themselves into being forgetful. They say things like, oh, I never forget. I'm always forgetting where I put things. And I can't remember why I came upstairs. And I've lost my keys, and I'm always doing that. So what are you doing when you're talking like that to yourself? Especially if you're doing so with some degree of emotion. Now, our subconscious mind says yes to everything. It accepts everything like a sponge. The cream and the ink. It accepts the good and the bad. And if you keep saying to yourself that you're forgetful, what's going to happen? Your subconscious mind is going to provide you with the evidence that you are. And so you are compounding it. You're making it worse. A lot of people don't believe that, but it's a fact. What you present into your mind subconsciously, what's the expression, how it goes? When neurons fire together, they link together. So, stop programming your mind and saying, I'm losing my mind. It doesn't help. So, to get back, physical fitness, good food, and the right mindset. Don't talk yourself into early onset dementia. The other thing, of course, having a real reason to keep learning about something, to keep your mind active. I'm not talking about sitting around doing crosswords and puzzles. I'm not saying these don't help, but they are not really motivational. If you've got something, some dream or scheme or desire which you want to accomplish between now and when you pass on, and it involves such things as reading, writing, research, talking, whatever it is, this is what will keep you young. I'm 88. 88 on the 18th of this month. Just a few days away now. I don't think I'm going senile. I know I'm slowing down a bit in some ways. I make mistakes that I didn't make before, but I don't let it upset me. I still think that some of my greatest accomplishments lie ahead of me. And what I can't accomplish in this lifetime, and here's a life philosophy, I believe I will take over when I pass over. I'm a fully believer in reincarnation, and I believe that whatever skills and gains and values and principles we learn in this life, we're carried forward into the next one. But that's a religious aspect, and you might not believe in that at all. That's fair enough. But it's a good philosophy to think that everything you learn, nothing's going to be wasted. So to reiterate all of this again, good food, keep the blood pressure right, do exercise, enjoy life, go out and meet friends, find friends. Remember, as we get older, our friends seem to drop away. We've got to find new ones. Mix with your own tribe, so to speak. Get enthusiastic about life and keep on learning, lifelong learning, and keeping fit so that you can do that lifelong learning. That, I think, is one of the main things that will keep you young and fit and healthy and happy right to the end of your days.